All right, not my car. It's a lot easier when this is cleaner, but to remove the center console is actually fairly easy. You don't actually have to deal with this part. So first thing I would suggest is taking off the boot around the emergency brake, and you can either use this. Just literally just pulls off, and then this just snaps around here. So this just pulls right off. If you're having a little bit of trouble, you can get a screwdriver in and pop it. The next thing is under here is a screw hole. There's only 3 screws holding this thing in. There's one. And then the other 2, I've already removed one. Okay, actually this velcros back into place. This actually, ow. So there's a screw hole right here, and there's one on the other side. And then once you have those 3 screws out, you'll have to unbolt the emergency brake, and that'll loosen it, so then you can just pull this up and out, and that's it. And then there's 3 bolts. You go in, and I like to use this doodad. Just get it real quick. You can lift up enough to reach your hand underneath the backside, back here, to get in, grab the nuts. Now, you don't have to get it all the way out, you just have to be able to pull it far enough back that, well, this is loose now, but that this comes out and exposes everything. And this is not my car, just FYI. Now the cable's exposed, so this is the shifter link cable right here. Obviously there's this clip that holds it in. There's 2 bolts, nuts right there. They look like they're 10 millimeter, 1 and 2. Those will come out, and then we'll be able to pull the cable out from this side, and the new one will go in from this side. To get to the transmission end of the shifter linkage cable, first undo this clamp, hose clamp. You can see I already undid it. Undo this one, and then undo, basically as if you're replacing the fuel filter, or not fuel filter, air filter. Undo these. These are 8 millimeter bolts. My suggestion is to pull this off completely and just disconnect that. That makes it free. Pull this off here. Take a little screwdriver. Get it off that way. Move it out of the way. Hopefully your hoses aren't too rotted and this doesn't crack, so just keep an eye on that. Next is this. Then you remove this bolt right here, this bolt right here, this bolt right here. This pulls out, and that'll allow you to disconnect this air tube here. So just kind of, once these are done, you just kind of pull it that way and then up and out of the way. And that's it, and then you have perfect access right there. All right, so to get this clip out, it looks like all you need to do is take a screwdriver, push that down a little bit. Let's see how I get things. There you go. And basically focus this down and out of this loop. And then, there you go. Essentially, that's the last thing holding it in, and we can unbolt from the other side and pull it out. All right, 2 10 millimeter nuts. There's one, and the second one is over here. then theoretically this should pull through. I'm going to take a screwdriver and pry it. All right, so this is pulled out. It takes a little bit, but you know, just kind of, like I said, I pried in from the side here and got the thing popped out, and then made sure to kind of push all this stuff as close to the firewall as possible before pulling it through. A little bit of effort. Now all I gotta do is undo this clip here and undo right in there. All right. So just use some channel locks. I broke this tab here, so have to do it the hard way. Could be very gentle with it apparently. So screwdriver will work, and you just gotta work. Actually, it's easier with two hands. Kind of rotate the thing around a little bit. There we go. Boom. That's that. Now the last thing is to get that, which I think will essentially have to probably pry off from the tip here and pull, I think. And this with this one for a sec. Let me figure it out. Oh no, nope, just get behind it. Screwdriver, boom, pop it off. Dunskies. Now we can put in the new one. Okay, so just start pushing this stuff through. So now, I think one of the harder things is trying to like get this like up over the transmission and not having to like crawl underneath the car to get it, but so we'll just start easy. And then one thing, notice this has an arrow showing up. Now these are offsets. I don't think you could screw this up, but you know, that side's up. So here we are on the inside. I'm going to move this forward here. Yeah, this only goes one way, so it'd be very difficult for you. So there's an arrow that points up, but also these bolt holes are offset, so I don't know there's any way to screw it up other than trying to install it upside down, which would not work. So metal side up, and this can slide on the cable, and then this will snap in here, but I'm gonna get this situated first. I need two hands. All right, so I got the nuts started here, and it's easier to come in from the side than to try to come in from this direction. I have my trusty automatic ratchet. Get this tightened down. Doesn't have to be super tight. Now, so this should be able to go in and out. So I've adjusted it. What I'm probably going to do, actually it'll be easier I think, is to clip it on the other side first and then clip it here, because I can adjust the shifter a lot easier in here than it is to adjust the little shifter lever on the on the other side. All right, so this just pushes back down into place here. Over here, you just push this spacer up into the little loop thing, and so this gets routed underneath these hoses. And all right, so this just pushes on. Now you can unlock the shifter lever by putting a flathead screwdriver in here, and it actually pushes down on this mechanism here that unlocks it. And you can see when you push the button here, it does that. So this actually comes down and moves this out of the way so that you can press that. Once this is clicked in, you just pull this up, push it into place with the screwdriver. Boom, that's locked into place. Okay, so one lesson learned. I think this part actually needs to come out. You would make the adjustment. So after it's installed in there, you can unclip this again. You know, it should be fairly easy to unclip. even with your hands. You can pull the end off if needed. Slide that, make sure it's locked. So the one interesting thing about this end is that this plastic piece can move up and down in the end of this the cable. I'll show you on the other one. So make sure that once you push that on, that this is pushed together, these two pieces, so it doesn't slide. Okay, the cable end has a level of adjustability where this can slide forward and backwards. This hose, I believe, is in there because I thought it was supposed to stay in there, but I just took it out and it seemed to work better. Take this out. Now this is the old one. It's missing the bushing that actually snaps in to the shifter lever and on the transmission. And so once that is clipped on, theoretically these should engage. Now if you notice, there's little teeth in here, and that's what locks this piece when it's pushed down from sliding forward, like up and down in this case. So that's your adjustment. You can actually pop this out again and move this. So if you put it in park, for instance, and put it in reverse and it doesn't shift all the way, maybe this thing is not adjusted right. So what you want to do is have the shifter knob in your car to park, adjust the shift lever on the transmission to park, then adjust this so that it's in the right position. Snap it all together. Now I was having an issue where this wasn't fully snapped together, so when I tried to test drive it and I go into reverse and I try to go back into park, this had slid back because this isn't fully snapped in. On the new one, this one snaps in a lot better than the new one does. So what had ended up happening is that this had slid back a little bit. It would no longer go into park. So if you're having that issue, make sure these two pieces, once it's installed in the car, are snapped together well. And again, you want to do that. You want to put the shift lever in, you want to put the car in park inside. Make sure that the shift lever on the transmission is pushed all the way into park. Adjust the distance, then snap it all together, and then make sure it's locked in place. Once that occurs, you should be good. So assembly is just the opposite of disassembly. I'd fit this back on, make sure there's no cracks here, just tighten that up. If you need a new air filter, which we did, and now's a good time. This one is pretty old, well used. That goes in, so yeah, just bolt that back in. So this slides onto that there, bolt it on. Maneuver this back into place, slide that back on, bolt that back in. Should be pretty much good to go. So the trick for getting this back in is lean the seat back, and then to get the holes lined up if they came off the studs, is to actually release the parking brake. That reduces the tension, allows you to line it back up, and then if you need to, you can tension it back up again, but you can leave it loose and then get these nuts back in on that.